Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Elden Ring. Um, Last we left off, we just cleared out Castle Ensis. Yep. Well, not all of it, because there's some places you actually can't get to from inside. You have to actually come up here to the plateau and, up here to Scadu Altus and do some drop downs, but we cleared out what we could. There's actually quite a few things in there. Trying to remember, there was a cookbook, there was another shadow tree fragment, the blue wolf shield, the milady and the wing stance. There's another magic, the glintblade trio, fought Moonrathil, carrying knight, who didn't give us as much trouble as I expected. I initially planned to, just use our Banished Knight Halberd and Giant Hunter into like a stun lock kind of thing, but I just decided to give my usual NPC fighting, the Hand of Melania multi-hit bleed setup, and we lucked out. Yeah, because Moonrathil is carrying a colossal weapon, and if she swung it, she would have gotten extra poise and probably would have poised through our attack and knock us out of ours. But we got lucky and she didn't do that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then at the end, we fought Rolana, Knight of the Twin Moon, or the Twin Moon Knightus, or I think it's the Knight of the Twin Moons. Oop. The Twin Moon Knights, okay. Yeah. Yep. And we parried her to death. Although it was a little touch and go here and there. It was all dependent on whether she wanted to play along in her move select and whether I would, react in time. But we ended up, I wouldn't say lucky, but we did end up doing it one try. It also helped that it was raining during the whole thing, and her arena's open, so the rain, helped us out because she was weak to, or most susceptible to lightning. With the rain, she was even more susceptible. So, yep. Beat her, got her remembrance, and then we came out here, talked to Lita and Hornsent. Yeah, these two move up here once you step onto the Altus, Scadu Altus, either through Rolana or through the jump skip to Fort Reprimand, which I will be doing. Well, I will be doing here shortly. I have to grab the map fragment first. Always grab the map fragment first, just so you kind of know where you are. Talked to these two, checked on the others. I don't think they had anything more to say. So, and that was it. Castle Ensis, Rolana, Moonrathil, picked up some stuff. I was amazed we actually did it in one episode. I thought it was going to take us more than one, but it's actually a lot more straightforward than I remember. Although, again, there are some areas of it you can't access from inside the castle. You have to actually come at it from the outside. Between episodes, I upgraded Milady and the Wolf Crest shield to as high as I kind of want. Milady all the way up to plus 25, and the Wolf Crest up to plus 24. I think it has 72. Guard boost is 72, which is one less than the Serpent shield. So, but it is a good shield all around. Though it's not very good against fire, which is not a good thing. But, well, yeah, some enemies we're going to be fighting do use fire. Mesmer soldiers do use fire. But I want to use it anyway because we just got it, so I want to use it. And I also bought Rolana's knight set, or armor set from Enya. Because once you beat Rolana, her armor is available in the Round Table Hold with the other Remembrance or the other boss armors. Yep, and Yeah, that was it. Oh, I think I also leveled Vigor to 56. So I think I did that at the end of the last episode. So nothing's changed really. No stat changes, just armor and weapons and spells. So, and today we're gonna start exploring Shadow Altus or Scadu Altus. I'm just gonna call it Shadow from on out because that's basically what it means. Well, first order of business is to go grab the map fragment. You can actually just barely see it. Oops. Yeah, you just barely see it off in the distance. So we might have to fight a knight on horseback. Yeah. I mean, he can be parried off the horse, but I'm not too familiar with the timing, so he might smack us once or twice. But yeah, first order of business is the map fragment. And then after that, we'll go over to Tholier and do the Ensis skip. It's down here by the Elder's Hovel. Do the skip, land on the Fort of Reprimand, and clear that out. And depending on how much time we have, we'll probably step out and do a boss fight with the Ghost Flame Dragon that's just north of it. But it depends on how quickly we clear out Fort Reprimand. It's not that big, but it could take a little while, or take a hot minute. Yeah. So that's the plan. And our equipment for today, we have a Bloody Milady, or the Blood-Infused Milady. All the way up to plus 25 with the wing stance. I wasn't quite sure what kind of fusion I wanted. First thought was Keen, but I was like, bleed's pretty reliable. And after checking the status NVs of the Milady, and it's all like 100%, and like might as well just keep blood because we're gonna do an 84 build up with each hit basically. So, and also attacks pretty quickly too. That's always nice. Bro, Seal, Wolf Crest Shield for now. Might change it up depending on how often we have to fight fire. Armors, the Festive Hood, Rolana's armor, Blides, Gauntlets, and Greaves, because I like how it looks. Although it's not exactly a match, but the metal is kind of close. You probably won't notice from a distance or during the action, but yep. As I always say, if you're not looking good while getting your ass beat, you ain't do something wrong. Bulgo Talisman to have at least 51 effective poise. Rotten Wing Sword because Milady is a multi-hit weapon, so it does a lot of moves. So multi-hit's a good idea. Shard of Alexander because I do want to use the wing stance pretty often, or I hope to anyway. We could use Rolana's cameo, but I think the power boost is the same, I want to say. So Alexander is always on, so I don't have to worry about holding the stance for a set amount of time. And the Blessed Blue Dew, just because it's really good. And wing stance doesn't take a lot of FP, so it'll take at most 20 seconds to refill the R2 of the stance. So yeah, we can use our stance pretty often. Flask is Green Bursts and Hard Tier. Spells, Catch Flame, Lightning Spear, Pest Threads. I do want to try using, what's it called again? Elden Stars. I'm just curious to see how it does here in the DLC. Probably not very good, but I want to see how it does. We got Aeonia, Vow, and Heal. Yep. Here's the stats. I don't think any stats has changed. Still working on 60 Vigor, so hopefully we can get that before we get to the Shadow Keep. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll hold on to Lightning Pots for now. Crab, Rolo, the usual. All right. I think we're ready. All right, let's go grab our... Let's go fight the man on the horse first, and then grab the map fragment. And I still have Rikar's Great Rune active. It's just really good. I'll always have it active when I can. He can be parried, but I'm not very good at it. There's the bleed. Yeah, it was too late. Sorry, horse. It's got a smidget of health. Ooh, some stones and armor. Nice. Sorry, horse. I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. I'd rather parry him off so I don't have to kill you. Broken runes. Those knights up there, they actually have a different weapon. Tweedledee and Tweedledum up there, they have twin blades instead of the hammer. So just be careful when you get up to them, because they'll hurt more than the hammer guys. Map fragment found. Let me just actually go grab one or two of these. Mesmer flames. Or Ember or Mesmer, I should say. Yeah, they respawn, so this is where you get a respawning cache of them. Alright. Scadu Altus. I believe there's a bear up here, a boss fight. One of the red bears. That's ruins. I think there's a Ghost Flame Dragon there. There's the Fort of Reprimand. There's the Forge. One of the Brood guys is there. There's a prawn here. A whole bunch of Mesmer soldiers and knights in this area. Alright. There's also a headless ghost troll right here. And there's a drop down to a boss here. And also a boss in here. I think he's actually right here. Alright. So now we have map fragment. Let's go Tholier and do the skip. So I need 3 embers to make it. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to make my way there. Either I'll speed it up or just cut straight to it. Because I'm not really going to fight anything along the way. Alright, now we're at the spring. Normally it's sealed, but there's the rock pile to unseal is like up there. It's not that far, but this will take us this way. I don't think there's anything up here, I just want to check. Should be another spirit spring that we have to hop up of. Come on. Cool. Here's the other spirit spring. Scadu Altus into Fort of Reprimand. Grace. I think we can actually hop, no, not that way, but this way. You can hop down, but just be careful. There are a few abductor virgins down there. See if I can spot one. Okay, I can't really see any, but there are abductor versions down there. At least one of them has no head on it, so it's kind of crazy it just whirls around and it attacks everything. So just be careful when you drop, if you want to drop down. Okay. Anyway. We have omens. That's gonna knock him down. Yeah, I was gonna, backstab him, but that'll probably have knocked him over. Thank you. Blessed Bone Shard. I believe that is a guaranteed drop. So he dropped 4 of them, which I'm pretty sure that's not normal. So I'm almost positive that's guaranteed drop the first time. He does respawn, so. Alright. 4 8s, okay. Maybe we'll take them. And free items is free. Otherwise, it's like 3,600 at the shop. Yeah, there's another grace right there. Free money. I don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, the boss in the fort is actually beyond those doors right there, that archway. So we're going to grab the grace. We'll do him last. We'll clear out this courtyard and then go down those stairs. Oh, excuse me. Just want to see if I can get a... Oh, I hear it. Oh, no, that's the dragon fighting some soldiers out there. The Ghost Flame Dragon. Do they not render if you're not down there? I'm almost positive there's abductor virgins down there, but they may not render unless we're down there. All right. Well, anyway, there's a little hole in the floor, so don't drop down. No, sir. Blessed Bone Shard. There's a grace out there. In fact, it's probably the quote intended way to come in here. Now you go through Rolana, you take a right, you follow the edge, you find the dragon, find the people, and then you... how do you get... You find the dragon, finding the people, and then it's... Then you find your way here. Is this the way down to the courtyard? Hold on. There's the abductor virgin. I hear it moving around. Ah, so stylish. Festive, sure. I think there's anything back here, though we use this to go over here. I think that's the only way to get up here. Flame Drake +3. I'll take it. It's actually a really good one to have, especially for later boss fights. You know, against Mesmer and Bale and them. Pickled liver. That's actually really good. Let's check out in here. Money's on there being a soldier in here. Item down there. There's the ladder. Okay, so that's where we came in from. Okay. Go through here, drop the ladder. I don't see anybody. Okay. Not sure how many this will hit. I'd rather get him. And they don't move. We like that. The fact they didn't react to any noise is just... wow. Gauntlets, Spitting Stones, 7 of those. Nice. More stuff to sell. A bunch of 6s, wow. Spear Gravestone, sure, why not? Ah, I see what they did. You would see the item down here, you would climb down the ladder, and then you would just go right this way. But if you didn't go the way I did, you would have gotten ambushed by all 4 of them, so, oof. FromSoft and their little traps. Yeah, but they always put in a way for you to either spot it early or go around it. They always do that. So always take it a little slow. Alright, so this should take us to the courtyard, as it does. Alright. I think the only thing in here is the Omen. Omen Killer. Didn't do the move I expected you to do. Thank you. And he had golden eyes, so he gave us like almost 30,000. Wow. Jeez. I wish that would happen more often. 3 blessed bone shards. I'm pretty sure those are guaranteed first drops. Or guaranteed drops from first kills. Free money is always free. More free money. Daggers, nice. Glove ward, okay. I still should have forgot to upgrade shards. I forgot to upgrade the Black Knight Commander Ash of War. I want to use them eventually, or somewhere. Alright, so the quote normal way is to come in through here, fight the Omen. You probably have to deal with another Mesmer soldier that we took care of earlier up there. I think he might jump down. And then you come in here. Come in here, you see you can't go that way, so you go this way. Check over here, you see there's no way forward, but there was a chest. You come in here. And it's that way to items. You come out here. Around the corners, the way up, you see some soldiers. The way back there is to the chest. You come up here, some more soldiers. An Omen Killer would drop down. You go for that item, Omen Killer would drop down behind you. There's a Grace up here, another soldier in the corner. All right. And then the last thing is the boss fight. It's just a regular Black Knight. He has the twin blade, so parrying him is going to be a little tricky. I think we can actually get over there. I'm just not sure how. I just want to see if I can see any item trails, item tails. I don't think so. Oh, whatever. Oh, anyway. There's the boss fight here, and then there's the basement underneath. So we'll do the fight here, and then we'll go under, drop down to that little hole down there in the courtyard. All right. Is he facing the door, or is he facing away? He is facing the door. Okay. So, drink, bow, crab. Might be able to get a lightning spear off. Too soon. Oop. He tracked a bit more than I thought. Oop. God, he moves so forward. Does it back to back, huh? This is a little wombo combo. His attacks push him forward a lot further than I thought. Lead. Ah. Ooh, way too soon. And that still hit me? Wow. I need to stop. Run to the wall. Thank you. I'm not used to fighting twin blades yet. Oh, you're not dead. Enemy fell. Aspects of the Night Crucible wings. Yes, I apologize. That was a crappy fight. A crappy fight. But I didn't quite realize his attacks pushed him forward so much. He also had pretty good tracking on some of them too. Wow. But and my parry timing is off. I'm not used to parrying them, at least not yet. I do plan on practicing, just not there yet. Again, he also had delays in there too, and I hate delays. Very bad at them. I know it sounds like excuses, but I'm just stating the obvious. I'm bad at dealing with delayed attacks. Always have been, probably always will. but we got it done. That's all that matters. All right, and he was guarding Battlefield Priest Cookbook number 2, which allows us to make festive greets. Festive grease. By the devout battlefield priests, keepers of the faith fought bitterly to spread their gospel in the realm of shadow where there were no earth tree to gaze upon. Blah. Can't speak either, apparently. Blessed bone shards. Bone fragment touched by the gold of the shadow tree, broken from the remains of the warriors who perished in the realm of shadow. Blessing such as this is said to be the greatest honor that can be granted to the dead. Alright. Aspects of the Crucible Wings. A very fun Ash of War. Very fun. Depending on which weapon you put on it, if it's a twin blade, it'll do like the little tornado attack that the boss did. But if it's on anything else, it'll do like a thrust. A really long range thrust, so don't underestimate its range. You also sprout some wings. Oh crap. Whew. That might be how you get up there. I want to try that again. It'll probably kill us anyway, but I want to try it. So I'm curious to see what's over there. If there's anything over there, it could be nothing really. And I broke it. I'm pretty sure that this won't break. Alright, never mind. Screw it. I broke it, so let's just continue on. But, and again, I'm not too sure what's over there, if there's anything over there. There may not be. Alright, let's jump back to the courtyard. Alright, and here's the other way down. I say other way, but it's like another way to get down here. It's just this is probably the easiest way to get down here. Shadow Rune. There is another Omen Killer down here. It's actually right over here. Yep. He's guaranteed to drop the Iris of Occlusion, or Occultation, or whatever however you want to pronounce it. We're going to need that for 2 NPC quests, so hold on to it. Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its form. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune at the cost of all runes currently held. That, I believe, will consume the iris, so don't use it unless you want to not use it for the quest line. Though I do highly recommend using it for your first playthrough at least. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Earth Tree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Yeah, basically scare people into line. That's when army appeared towards the shadow tree in the northeast, named after its counterpart in the realm of the Earth Tree. At its center lies the Shadow Keep. All right. Resin, money, and America's Rune. The biggest hard rune in the game. 80,000 runes. Oof. Golden remnant of the grace personally bestowed by Queen America to the heroes who joined the crusade for her. The brilliance of America's grace blinds even the very best. Potential hero of the crusade who's now dead on a corpse pile. Mesmer Soldier ashes. Some decent ashes. I mean, not the best, but they hold their own. We might give them a try, who knows. Climb the ladder. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. We're on the other side of where I wanted to go. So you don't have to, finicky jump down here. So there is nothing over here. Okay. But if you did finicky jump your way over here, you can go down and sneak up on that Omen Killer down there. Although you have no way of getting out. Except this way. Alright. So now that should be everything in the Fort of Reprimand. The two big things to get here, well, three big things to get here was the America Rune, the Iris, and the Ash of War. If you care for the Ash of War anyway. And let's just go grab the... You can buy the mushrooms whenever you want. Alright. We have Grace. We have Effigy. I'm going to put on my Lightning Zeri cord. Or is it Holy? Oh, I changed it to Holy. Never mind. No, we want Holy, because there are Abductor Virgins, and I mean Lightning. We do want Lightning for Abductor Virgins. Again, no matter the weapon you use, lightning damage will always do like 10 stance damage on Abductor Virgins. Let's check what's over here first. You can hear the dragon fighting. Alright, I know you're over here, virgins. Question is, are you the ones with or without heads? There it is. And are you the only one? Right, you have a head. Ow. Ow. Ooh, look at all those runes. Again, I think that's a guaranteed drop the first time. Here's the other one, the crazy one. Ooh. Some more runes. Again, that's probably a guaranteed first drop. See, I told you there was Abductor Virgins over here. Blessing of America. Don't mind if I do. bunch more smithing 6s. And I think that's everything up here. Alright. Just gonna fast travel. North Highway South, huh? What's our time? I think you have enough time to do a dragon fight. Oops. It is an undead dragon, so I am going to let's get our bow. I gotta put on my holy cracked tier. Not gonna multi-hit, so let's grab a holy scorpion. I could try the ritual sword, but I probably gonna get hit once or twice, or once at least. Actually want them to fight a bit more. We're just gonna sit here and watch. Ooh, ouch. Nice. Probably a Black Knight over there. There we go. You don't see me. Keep fighting. There you go. Oh, he's... He spawned too far. I am surprised he has not gotten stance broken yet. Unless he has a special modifier that reduces stance from them. I'm pretty sure the Ghost Flame Dragon will win. It's just a matter of how long it will take. He needs to do his elemental breaths because that's where all the damage is at. There you go. All that's left are the two Black Knight Archer guys. Trying not to get him aggro just yet. Alright. That should be all the knights and soldiers. Okay. So we will drink. That's right. So we'll give Elden Stars this. See how good that does. I don't think it does anything. Doing something. Ah. Wow, I can't believe that missed. You're not doing any damage. Why you're not doing any damage? Something's not right here. Huh? Well, something happened. I'm almost positive I did last rites. I don't know. We have his heart and another somber dragon stone. Ancient stone. Alright, again, something happened. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure we did last rites and then unless Elden Stars did something. No? That's weird. Repeating crossbow. It's not very good. Unless last rites doesn't last as long as I thought it did? I don't know. I think last rites ran out there. That's probably why I was not doing any damage. But, anyway. Ghost Flame Dragon down. Where do we want to go? I don't want to do this just yet. We'll check out over here. Right, let's see what else is in the camp here. And I believe once the Ghost Flame Dragon is gone, all the soldiers don't come back either. Or if they do, that it's a pretty nasty little campsite. We have some Mesmer Embers, we can just yoink. Alright. But yeah. Elden Stars did okay. I think we were too far away the first cast or two. But it did alright. Probably would have done better if my last rites wasn't, expired. Sealed Spirit Spring. Ow. Anybody else want to negotiate? You do. There's the seal. As I almost fall over. That would have been bad. We got our flask back, so everything's fine. Somewhere a spirit spring has been unsealed. So this spring is unsealed, so let's check out up top. There's probably some more grave birds. Well, probably more bats at least. Get that going. Yep, grave birds. Pretty resistant to lightning. Yep. Yeah, the only downside to the Milady is that because it's a pretty combo heavy weapon, most of its stance damage is kind of split up between all the attacks. Couldn't get too close, but yeah, you saw how the stance damage is kind of divided between the R2, so it does half for each swing. So you gotta keep that in mind. Nothing over here. Yeah, nothing over here. Except for a pretty good view. Yep. Dark Light Catacombs is down there. There's 2 hippos in that little area right there. Bonnie Village is right down there. If you get into that little cluster of trees, that's a trigger point for Mikola to break his Great Rune. So try not to go too far that way. More out the runes, yep. Just cause. Thank you. That's just wildlife. Ooh, that was close. Thought I saw another one over there. Are you coming? Grave birds can't be bled, so our bleed infusion is kind of working against us here. We'll go this way first. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, I'm starting to, like, just guard counter them. Oh, cross. Gonna stick on foot for the moment. Okay, I think the coast is clear. Yeah, I like being on foot in a dangerous area, just so I can respond faster. Wait, there was a item Hornson gave us at the end of last episode. Where is it? Probably under key items, maybe. It's a little map. Is it under here then? Ah, here it is. Okay. The new cross map. More out the ruins. Okay. So the bridge is the Great Bridge. Okay, so this cross up here is not on the map. Yeah. The map, the cross in the middle is where Lita is. The one run due south of it is where Tholier is. The one in the ruins is up north more, and then there's one, looks like, either just outside of Shadowkeep. Okay. So this cross is not on the map. So I wonder if Onspock has anything to say about it. Grace, I guess. Probably one of Mikola's graces. Graces are like sites of memory. Shadow fragments. That should be 1. Oh, it's 2. We might be able to upgrade. Touch the cross. I abandoned here my eye. Not eyes, plural, but I as in 1. Not yet. I don't want to respawn the grave birds just yet. I saw you looking at me funny. Alright. Keep an eye out. Guess that's it for this side. Let's go back down and cross over. Where's the best place to do it? If there is such a thing as the best place. Alright, I don't think you can do it here. Probably have to go up a bit more. There's an invisible wall up there. Okay. I don't think you can cross over from over here. I think you have to be like down here somewhere. Jump up here. So there's an invisible wall. Alright, FromSoft. I mean, there's probably a way to get past it, but I don't want to sit here and figure it out. Over there. All right, so let's, I guess, do you want to head this way? Yeah, we'll head this way a little bit. The next site of grace will be our stopping point, which is probably in the ruins itself. Dogs. Right, there is a cursed blade over there. I saw him. He's right there. Yep. Alright, Mortha Ruins. We're not going to do you just yet. Well, I mean, we'll enter you. We're not going to actually clear you out. Trying to remember. I think the grace is over here. I will grab the. There's a spirit ash over here. They are susceptible to holy. It's okay. Aha, gotcha. Never underestimate guard counters. Spirit Ash, nice. I'm pretty sure there's one more Curse Blade in here somewhere. And he does respawn, so just be careful. Alright, I'm actually not going to do much of else. There's a pot guy, but that means the Curse Blade is probably right below us. Yep, there he is. So just keep that in mind. You see the pot guy, there's a Curse Blade right next to him. It's a trap. To be honest, I'd rather... You know what? We'll head back. I'd rather not start something I can't finish in the one get-go. But I don't want this video to be too long either. Nah, you know what? We'll just call an episode right here. Yeah, the Scadu Altus is just gonna... It's definitely gonna take a number of videos just to get through. And we've just scratched the surface too. Yeah, because all we did was this little corner. That's all we did. Just grab the map. Did the skip through the Ensis skip up to Fort of Reprimand, cleared it out of the Omen Killers, some common soldiers, the Black Knight boss. Picked up America's Rune, a Iris of occultation, however you want to pronounce it. A bunch of upgrade materials, hard runes, a Blessing of America, which we like to keep in our back pocket. And then after that, we went out and watched the Ghost Flame Dragon decimate those soldiers. A bunch of Mesmer soldiers, knights, some perfumers. Yep. But the dragon won. And then we came up and cleaned him out. Although it did. But I have to check again. I'm not quite sure how long last rites lasts. It might be just be like 30 seconds. So I'll check again. But I think it did run out early on into our fight with the Ghost Flame Dragon, but we did do a chunk of damage from Golden Stars, which kind of did what I wanted to do. Wasn't the best, but it did a chunk. And got another heart and a somber smithing stone, or an ancient somber smithing stone from the Ghost Flame Dragon. I think he was I'm trying to remember. I think he was actually the last one. The last Ghost Flame Dragon in the DLC. I can't think of another one. Nope. And there was the one in the plains. There was one in the Cerulean coast. And there was one over there. And then... those are the only three I can think of. So yeah, you might be in the last one. And then we just... Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm sitting here calling the episode and it's like, we could probably go over to Onspok and talk to him about the cross. But you know what? We'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. But yeah, we hopped... unsealed the spring, found another cross with another fragment. Actually, let's see if we can upgrade right now. We can do both. Nice. Blessing 8 and Spirit Blessing 6. Nice, 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 nice. Excellent, excellent. We like it. We like it. Yeah, also is our blessing levels getting high enough where the Dragon Crest Great Shield is becoming optional at this point. I mean, it'll still help, but the benefits are diminishing right at this point. So we're getting close to the Shadow Blessing soft cap. We have like 4 more levels till we reach that level 12, which is the soft cap. We'll keep going after that. The more power you have, the easier you'll be. And I like making it easy on myself. So, another cross, another fragment, and that was it. Well, actually, we dipped our toes into the Morth ruins. Picked up the revered spirit ash over here. Yep. And that was it. Yep. Next episode, we'll probably start out with talking with Ansbach, seeing if he has any dialogue for that cross up there. He might. And then after that, we'll come back here and go this way. Clear out this little corner. There's a teleporter over here that we have to unlock with the imbued sword key. There's another headless ghost troll down here, who I don't think respawns. And there's some drop downs we have to do. I'm trying to remember where. Based on the map here. No, we came this way. I know we dropped down over here. Yeah, over here. Is it over here? Or is it over here? It's probably over here, because there's like a little star gazer thing over here. But there's at least 1 or 2 drop down points we have to do here. And there's another one over here. It drops us down. I think it drops us down over here. Where we clear out Spore Soldiers, and there's another boss over here. Another Black Knight boss, who should be a lot easier because he has the club and shield instead of the twin blades. I'm gonna have to practice twin blades. Or practice my parries against them. Yep. Can't get up here unless we're down here. And we can't get down here eventually. We'll have to go through this way. Because there's a little tunnel under here that spits us out over here, which then crosses over here. Though it might trigger, to be honest, considering the position, that might trigger Nicholas Groon to break. Gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna have to test it out first. Clear out this zone. And depending on how much time, we'll go this way. Yeah, we'll go down this way, hug the left side. Clear out this little area. And then swing up to Morth Ruins. I like it. I like it. I like that plan. Yep. But that's all for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.